guys, got another new video here for you. This is Bars Unlimited, back with another reaction video. My name's Bryson, and today we have Steve back on the channel. So we're going to be getting to yet another reaction video, and another reaction in the rap category. Now, with that being said, guys, we are getting back once again to Mr. K Lejind. We have now reacted to 2 songs from him at the time of this recording. Our first one was me and Jake reacting to his song Hypocrisy, and the second one that we did was just me reacting to his song The Juice, and both of them I really enjoyed. He has not listened to the song The Juice, but he did watch our video for Hypocrisy, and he thought that it was a really cool song as well. And so, you know, he was excited to do this, and I told him as well that, you know, we have a, I've chatted with K Lejind on a couple of different occasions. Really cool dude, and it's awesome that, you know, he reached out to us and wanted us to check out his stuff, and, you know, just interacts with people like that, because, you know, there's a lot of people that don't do that kind of stuff. So the fact that he reached out to us first, and that he's so friendly and so cool and stuff like that, I, you know, really appreciate it, because it's
what a better way to market yourself, truthfully. I mean, is to do it than the way he's doing it, where, you know, you're getting your stuff out there, people are looking at it.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I honestly think that everybody should be doing that, honestly, personally. But yeah. I mean, hey, whatever. But I'm just saying, you know, shout out to K Lejind. He's definitely somebody that I enjoy reacting to, and I've enjoyed his music too, so that makes it even better. Yeah. Now, with that being said, guys, this time is actually a pretty special occasion, because K Lejind himself requested this song. He actually picked this song for us to react to. I told him the first time that we reacted that it was really cool that we got to do that, but I also told him it would be even cooler if there was a song that he chose for us to listen to, so you're getting kind of like an artist's choice. Yeah. Which, you know, the amount of times that we'll have the opportunity to do that is probably about, well, none more. So, you know, it's pretty cool that we got to have that at least once. Yep. On this channel, because I mean, it would be great if we could, you know, have that happen all the time, but like I said, the number of interactions that I've had with artists and stuff themselves that, you know, would be interested in communicating with just everyday people or a low channel like us, you know, well, he's the only one so far, so I guess that says about all there is to say.
No, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
It is what it is. It
is what it is, and it's really cool that we're listening to a song that he wants us to check out of his own. So, you know, we're definitely going to give it a try, see what we think, and, you know, whether we like it or not. I mean, I know that he's pretty cool, pretty dope, and I like, you know, his other songs that I've listened to so far, so even if this one is not my favorite or whatever, you know, it doesn't mean that I'm not going to check him out or anything like that. And lastly, before we check out this song, I just wanted to say that he also let me know in the last message I received from him that he's got an album dropping soon. Don't know the date of it necessarily, but, you know, make sure you guys stay tuned, and we'll definitely be reacting to some songs off it on this channel. So, you know, stay in the loop on that one, and follow him on Instagram at one word at Lejind, so that you can, you know, stay up to date with when that's coming out. But we'll definitely react to some of that album on this channel for sure. So, with that being said, I think we'll, yeah, I was gonna say, let's go ahead and check this out. K Lejind mainstream official music video. So let's see what he's got to say.
Yeah. They tell me I should focus and be dedicated. As far as mainstream, the flow is over-speculated, and it escalated to the point where the uneducated youth idolize these dudes like Jesus the minute they step in the booth. It's unbalanced, and the game remains with untalented artists who claiming that they're amazing, when every statement they make is just a phrase to acquire the taste of the ignorance faces. There's no coming back when the game is impotent. They claim to be gangsters and gat packers, when the fact is that they're imposters and swag jackers, bad actors, but y'all buy that shit and you support the scam and never stood up once to try and abort the plan. Shit, and who the fuck am I? I'm just another rapper, right? Just another rapper talking shit when he grabs the mic. Just another rapper who's hogging up all the camera right. No motherfucker, I'm a lyrical parasite who's gambling the paradise, searching for the paradise. So if you got the paradox, then you cannot compare me, right? We ain't different.
Oh, man, I love that. I love that. That was really, really cool, the whole thing that he was talking about there. But I especially love, well, first of all, I love the part where he said paradise, but paradise. You know, he used the same word twice, but the first time he was talking about dice. Yeah. And then, but I love the part where he was talking about, you know, he's basically, just like I assume with the title mainstream, he's talking about all these rappers and stuff that are popping now. You know, they're out there and they all sound the same, and, you know, they're all just doing whatever. They don't really give a crap about rap and stuff like that. They're just trying to get money and things. And he's like, well, who am I? You know, just another rapper. And then he's like, nah, I'm not just another rapper. I'm a lyrical mastermind, I think he said. I don't remember. Yeah. But I don't know. I just really, really like that. And he's like, yeah.
He's got a nice flow.
Yeah.
As well, like the words just kind of flow right off his tongue, like, I mean, and that's actually an art, you know, at that level, like.
Yeah.
And he's got something going there. I really like the flow that he has.
Yeah,
and,
I agree, because I mean, you can have a nice beat or whatever, but if the way you're writing the beat with your flow and stuff doesn't sound good, you can ruin it. Mm-hmm. You know, you can make it sound like, wow, this guy. Next.
Yeah.
But he does a good job at adding to the beat as opposed to taking away from it.
No, I mean, when you listen to him, I mean, I find myself going, okay, what's he going to say next, right?
Yeah,
you know?
Absolutely.
So
absolutely.
I like what I've heard so far. I think it's nice.
Yeah, I think this is another, you know, solid song, and it's I like what he's talking about here. It's kind of funny stuff too, so.
Yep.
All right, let's keep it going.
Sure.
Fucker, I'm a lyrical parasite who's gambling the paradise, searching for the paradise. So if you got the paradox, then you cannot compare me, right? We ain't different, but the difference is I'm in the booth and let the pen sink deeper than Kendrick's swimming pool. Homie, I'm living proof that hip-hop still exists. We might be a rare breed, but we'll never be extinct. The problem is, not too many people follow it, and it's like I have a sore throat, cause I cannot swallow it. Feeling like an outcast, and I can't take control of it. My melody is outmatched, and I can't get a hold of it. The mainstream will outlast any kind of flow I spit. Will shit change? I doubt that, cause all of y'all condoning it. What the fuck? I thought you were keeping it real when you were seeking the deal. You said that you were eager to build an entire empire based on how you deeply feel, and make music that had a purpose so the people could feel. But now the secret's revealed on how you demons will sell your soul to the devil's will, and he's keeping the bill. So while you sleep on the hills, think about the kids in the field that follow your steps and actually believe in your skills.
Hey, that was. Well, first of all, I'm really enjoying this music video too. It's kind of cool how he's got the old kind of like VHS setup kind of going on, because you see it keeps on kind of flashing in and out, and then it goes up, you know, like the screen goes up. It's like it's an old recording, you know, from back in the day. Yeah. So, you know, that's cool, and it goes with the theme of what he's talking about, because he's basically saying, well, part of what he's saying, and it's kind of inferred, is, you know, some of these dudes that are around now, they would have never made it, you know, back in the day when lyrics and bars and stuff were actually praised and respected.
Right.
You know, these guys like Future and Young Thug and stuff like that, you know, they pretty much would have been laughed at, because they might have catchy flow and catchy this, catchy that, but you know, in terms of just the pen and stuff,
lyricism,
they're not, they're nothing to write home about. And as a matter of fact, you know, a lot of the times the only thing you can do is laugh at how bad some of it is. But, you know, so that ties into it, right? Because back in the day, in the 80s and the 90s and the early thousands or whatever, this is the kind of, you know, if you were doing a recording or something, this is the kind of quality you would get in the video. So he's like taking it back, you know.
Yeah.
So that's cool. But I just really like, I really like some of the stuff that he's talking about here. He had said something about, you know, I'm trying to make a difference essentially and step away from that, but I can't even compete with these guys, because even though everybody says that they are tired of the whack rap and stuff like that, a lot of you guys are condoning it, or you're supporting it by listening to it.
Yeah.
And you're putting money in their pockets by making this stuff hot. There's a reason it's mainstream, because it comes out and everybody plays it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not popular by accident.
Right.
It's not just, oh, this one just happened to slip through the cracks. No. When certain artists and these type of people drop a song, everyone is clicking on it, you know, because that's what they want to hear. That's what's popping. And he's like, I can't even compete with it. I might have a nice flow and I might be able to rap and stuff like that, but nobody cares about that anymore. They don't care about bars. They don't care about this. They don't care about that. They're just, you know, whatever.
I think a lot of it has to do with like what record label that you're able to catch on with and stuff too. Like, you know, if you're not able to get your music out to mainstream based upon because you don't know the right people or whatever, or have the right connections. I mean, there's a lot of good rappers, not just rappers, but a lot of good musicians or musically gifted people that are in a similar situation to where they just haven't met the right person or been able to get with the right label or whatever to really take it to the next level.
Yeah.
And that's nothing to do with him personally, because I like what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
And I think he's got a lot of game.
Yeah.
And, you know, obviously, you know, I mean, to climb the mountain is not easy.
No.
You know, and the only thing I can say is like, for this guy, just, I mean, keep doing your thing.
Yeah.
You know, I love what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
I love the flow. I mean, he's just, you know, and the other thing that I really appreciate about what I've heard from him so far, everything that he says I understand. Like, I can.
He's so clear.
Right. I can actually hear the words.
Yeah.
He's clear with his words. He's not, you know.
Yeah, you're not sitting here like,
What did he just say?
Is this English?
Yeah, no, exactly.
Yeah.
So, I mean, K Lejind, love it, man.
Yeah, and the funny thing is that was something that I said in The Juice, and that was something that me and Jake said in Hypocrisy.
Yeah.
That's a common theme here, is we can actually understand him, which helps.
Yeah.
I mean, it seems like we're being ridiculous, but truthfully, I mean, especially on the mainstream, you talk about some of these people, I mean, it is really difficult to understand them sometimes. You start trying to listen to through auto-tune, and they're making all these weird ad-libs and sounds in the background and stuff, and I mean, it's very difficult to understand some of these people.
No,
it
exactly.
really is.
I mean, and some of it too is just kind of like rap slang or whatever you want to call it, like where they're throwing words at you that I don't ever, you know, I don't know what they mean, or, you know,
that exactly.
type of thing as well.
Yeah.
So I really appreciate the fact that he keeps it.
He pronunciates well, and
Right.
and he uses terminology that anybody can understand what he's meaning, not just, you know, unless you're hip hop purebred, you know,
Right.
that's been
No,
around
exactly.
it your entire life.
No, exactly, and that's my point. And I really appreciate what I've heard so far. It's very good.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, he's killing this so far, and I really like it, and I like the message that he's saying too, because, you know, the truth is that really is the truth for a lot of people. Is no matter what they do, they can't compete with these, you know, Gunnas and Lil Babies and Lil Yachty's and Lil Uzi Verts of the world.
Well, I mean, but those people are you know, are also in cahoots with the Snoop Dogs and those type of people. So I mean, they've got people that have made it, kind of helping their careers along, you know.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's not a situation where he can't be this guy, that guy too. I mean, the right person's got to get his stuff.
Well, and that's the thing too, is that you got some of these, you know, artists that are not like that, but they still do collabs with those kind of people. So, you know, they give them a good look. You know, that Drake is constantly collabing with these type of folks, and same with J. Cole and some of these guys. So, you know, they're getting plenty of opportunity to be seen. But nonetheless, this is really dope so far. Let's keep it going.
Kids in the field to follow your steps and actually believe in your skills. One love for hip-hop. Fuck whoever's hating on me. Coming from the bottom like Satan's army. Creating zombies out of average rappers who have the crap of a handicapped chiropractor with arthritis and a broken back. I'm the future for hope and rap. Mike Fiend, the game is just some dope to snatch. About to flip it up quicker than you could turn coke to crack. And I don't give a fuck still. These rappers are slower than turtles walking through peanut butter with broken legs uphill. Niggas say they like phase the way they coming off the top. But the problem is I seen better rappers on lollipops. You bastards on lollipop and think that you're...
Oh, man, that was crazy. Well, first of all, he said... you rapper, he said something about basically like the rappers are slower than turtles walking through peanut butter with their legs broken uphill. I mean, that's kind of funny. But then he also said, hold on, let me go back. That was
for hope and rap. Mike Fiend, the game is just some dope to snatch. About to flip it up quicker than you could turn coke to crack. And I don't give a...
Well, he said, yeah, he said right there, you rappers are like fiends doping it up or something like that, and he could do something faster than you could turn coke to crack. I like that, but there was...
But fuck still, these rappers are slower than turtles walking through peanut butter with broken legs uphill. Niggas say they like phase the way they coming off the top, but the problem is I seen better rappers on lollipops. You best...
Oh, okay. Yeah, so he... yeah, he said...
I've seen better rappers on lollipops.
Yeah. Yeah, that was the line I was remembering, but I couldn't remember what he...
That's funny.
Yeah,
That's pretty slick.
yeah, and he said something about, I think, fiends and off the top, something. But, yeah, that part at the end was pretty funny, too. I mean, again, he's just talking about the fact that these guys, a lot of them, you know, there's no skill in their writing. They're just saying whatever, and they got some fire production behind it. They got a cool beat, and so they make all kinds of money and stuff like that when he's sitting here and actually putting effort into his craft and trying to get better at rapping and actually trying to do rap justice and stuff, but he won't get half the views of somebody that just, oh, okay, well, here's a hot beat. Let me just come up with something real quick, you know. I'm in red. I got hit in the head. All right, sounds good. Send it out. So, anyway, but yeah, this is fire. I'm a huge fan of this. Huge fan.
To crack, and I don't give a fuck still. These rappers are slower than turtles walking through peanut butter with broken legs uphill. Niggas say they like phase the way they coming off the top, but the problem is I seen better rappers on lollipops. You bastards on lollipop and think that you're invincible, but I teach it through the speaker. Call them out like a principal, but you missed the principle. Y'all just some individuals with no class, like a rebel student that's been skipping school.
Oh, hold on, that was fire. He said, I call. Hold on. Go back. That was
this is legs uphill. Niggas say they like phase the way they coming off the top, but the problem is I seen better rappers on lollipops. You bastards on lollipop and think that you're invincible, but I teach it through the speaker. Call them out like a principal, but you...
Oh, yeah. So he said, I'll teach you like a principal. Call them out through the speakers. So he's basically saying, you know, if you guys think you Molly poppin' guys, basically the Percocet and Lean crew, if you guys think you're all that, well, I'll call you out through the speaker. I'll challenge you in a battle rap, and the song will be coming out the speaker, just like a principal when they have a message, they go through the school speakers. That was a good line. I like that a lot.
Better rappers on lollipops. You bastards on lollipop and think that you're invincible, but I teach it through the speaker. Call them out like a principal, but you missed the principle. Y'all just some individuals with no class, like a rebel student that's been skipping school. This is just a little verse for you to listen to and take notes, cause you're about as smart as Chris Griffin, dude. I think the rap game's to schedule rappers interviews, cause bastards have the mental capacity of what chickens do. Bragging about the dough you throw at a stripper when the hoe that you made it rain on finished blowing a nigga. The guy in VIP is closing his zipper. Meanwhile, you toasting a liquor to a hoe and a pole when you know she a digger. But whatever makes you sleep better, just remember the cheddar you waste could help your family in the hood eat better. And I ain't trying to preach, homie, I just keep it real. I'm like euphoric feelings, something you need to feel. The definition of greatness, the underdog of this rap game will have the whole nation relating. Ain't no debating it. Trying to oppose me will never work out like hoes in bad relationships. I'm about to take a shit on the mic, constipated, so you're concentrated every time that you play my shit. I've been there, so I don't really want to trying to rant on amateurs, but shit, I've inspired all your damn songs. Dropping verses like a Bible's in my hand, dog. You're so pussy, you should come a mitral and a tampon. Shit, I wonder why I call you rappers cheeky. Even if you suckers try, you'll always be under eye. I'm from the other side where thugs die and mothers crying. You're about as scary as a motherfucking butterfly. During commercials, I change channels and swap shows. Kinda like music when you animals think you got flow. I'm trying to go from a vandal acting hostile to words paint pictures like Van Gogh and Picasso. I know the rap game changed, bro, but I ain't stressing. I watch hip-hop fall to the grave in 8 seconds. Won't be a sore loser, take it as a great lesson. And I ain't stopping to the mainstream, goes K Lejind.
Man, we pay. A man, we pay. A man, we pay.
Oh man.
Good
Yeah.
stuff.
So there's his Instagram. That's his Instagram. I think he might have Twitter as well. So make sure at Lejindary, make sure you guys go follow him and show him some love. Because like I said, dope guy, dope artist, and stuff like that. But yeah, what'd you think?
Oh, I really enjoyed it. I thought it was some really kind of creative lines and you know, the use of words in there.
Yeah.
You know, very. And what I liked too was the music in the background was good. Like it kind of made you want to keep listening. It was just kind of something you could get the beat to.
Oh yeah.
And had, you know, and then the way he presented it, you know, the way he was, you know, the way
Doing what he does.
Yeah, presented it really was an easy listen for me.
Oh yeah.
I didn't find myself going, man, please get over with this. You know,
Yeah.
I was always kind of like, okay, this is cool, what, you know, and then he'd always kind of, you know, keep the topic changing a little bit here and there. So it was, I thought it was good.
Yeah,
For
no,
sure.
I 100% agree. I mean, just 100% specifically talking about what he was talking about, this was an enjoyable listen. He had some funny lines in there, he had some dope lines in there, and he had a little bit in between, but he was being 100% real though, because this is really what's going on, you know what I mean? Like, he was bringing up, he wasn't just pulling crap out of his, you know, out of his pants and just throwing it at the wall and hoping it sticks. I mean, for the most part, he was being honest about a lot of what's going on. And to be honest, he's like I said, he's not too far off base. I mean, this is really what's happening.
No,
For the
he
most
would
part.
know.
He would know. He's in it, you know, and
know.
I'm sure he's put a lot of years of effort into trying to perfect his craft. And like I said, I mean, if I was him or somebody like him, it's got to be frustrating. You know, to be completely honest, it's got to be frustrating when you hear these guys that don't exhibit really any talent at all, and they're hot, you know. They get played all the time, and they're people's favorite artists, but they're in rap, which rap, in case you guys don't know, stands for, it's actually an acronym or whatever they call it. It stands for rhythm and poetry. They might have some rhythm, which is the flow, but the poetry, not there. Because a lot of them, if you really just listen to what they're saying, you'll be like, dude, this is laughable. So, especially on the mainstream level, which is why the song's called Mainstream. But I'm just saying, it's got to be frustrating when he's putting time and effort in really trying to push the genre forward and put out his best work, and he gets moved to the side for people that are just don't really care, you know.
And don't have near as much talent as
Yeah, exactly. And he won't get recognized because he's not just doing what they do. So I can imagine, I can see where he's coming from, and I thought subject matter, everything, excellent. Music video, very entertaining, even though it was just him, you know, rapping, but nonetheless, it helped with us kind of focusing on what he was saying, because it wasn't a whole bunch of crazy stuff going on in the video. I like how he kind of tied in the old recording stuff like I talked about before, because that kind of takes you back to an older time when they didn't have the cameras and stuff that we have today, and that's kind of, it just kind of made it feel like an older song, even though it's newer. And above all else, like you said, take everything that he said away from it. You just listen to the rhythm that he had, the flow throughout, and the production and the beat in the background. It sounded amazing.
Yeah.
It sounded, I mean, this beat, I was like, man, this is super sick. And it didn't hurt that you add on those other things and you've got a killer song. So I really did think this was awesome. As a matter of fact, this might be my favorite song from him, and after this video is over, I'm going to be listening to this some more, because this is going on my playlist for absolutely sure, and I really, really enjoyed this. I mean, I thought the beat was super, super good, and I also like that it was kind of like a freestyle. There really wasn't a chorus or anything that was repeated. It was just him talking the whole way through with some breaks in between, which I really enjoyed that as well, because it just added to it. And yeah, I loved everything about this. Definitely 2 thumbs up for me. And it just makes me want to, check out even more of his music. I was thoroughly impressed.
It just makes you want to root for him.
Yeah.
You want to root for a guy like this that is, putting his time in and paying his dues, in the business.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, he's getting the biz.
Yeah.
On some of it. So, it's just one of those things where, I mean, all I can do is applaud what I've listened to, and I wish him. I wish him well, that he gets to where he wants to get to.
Yep.
And that he is able to do that by doing it his way.
Yep.
And just something's gonna happen for this guy.
Yeah.
He just needs more people like us listening to it.
Exactly.
And
given that, I mean, I think he's going about it the right way by reaching out to these kind of underground channels and stuff like that, saying, hey, you want to react to a song of mine and stuff like that, because that's how you get more people to check out your music that otherwise would have never heard of you. Because being completely honest, had it not been for the fact that he reached out to us, I had never heard of him before, and I probably would have never heard of him if it remained the way it is right now. I mean, like I said, hopefully, and like you said, hopefully he does get to a point where he is on the radio. Like he said at the end, I'm not stopping until K Lejind's mainstream. So he's basically saying, until I've made it and I'm somebody that you hear on the radio and stuff, I'm not done. I'm going to keep working to change the way things are right now. But if that happens, I really hope it does. But I'm just saying, if it doesn't and it just kind of remains the way it is now, I probably would have never heard of him. And I'm somebody that listens to a lot of rap music, but I had never heard of this guy. So, props to you for realizing that that's probably going to be the case with a lot of people. How do you address that? Well, there's a lot of people that love watching reaction videos. That's a huge thing nowadays. Reaction channels like Lost in Vegas and Zeus and, there's a whole bunch of different guys. Law Twins, those are just some of the people I like watching. Laid Back, DFR, also, Selly Bo and Trill the Don, and those guys. I mean, they're all pretty big, and doing this reaction stuff, you really get quite a following. Also, Stevie Knight as well. I really enjoy watching his content, but they're kind of blowing up because a lot of people are looking for this, and so it is a golden opportunity for artists to hop on that and say, hey, I can expose myself to people that maybe would have never even given my music a chance before, just simply because I'm on a reaction channel that a lot of people watch. So I think that's awesome, and shout out to K Lejind once again for doing that, and I hope, like you said, it makes listening to a song like this and just the interactions I've had with him in the past, I wish him nothing but the best, and I hope that he does get to a point where he's a big deal when all's said and done, because he's definitely putting the work in, and he's making music that is worth listening to for more than just people that feel like sitting around and doing nothing or reacting to a channel. I mean, he's making music worth listening to with meaningful messaging and stuff, so you got to respect that.
Oh yeah, no, I kudos to him. Like I said, I find it kind of refreshing in some ways.
Yeah.
And so it's kind of cool. Like I said, I wish the guy nothing but the best. Keep doing what you're doing, man. Because truthfully, it's refreshing to hear it.
Yeah, and that's a big thing. I mean, that's a big word right there. Refreshing to hear it. And the truth is that really ties into the whole theme of this song.
Right.
Because
No,
he's
exactly.
somebody that doesn't listen to rap music like that. The little bit that he does listen to is the mainstream stuff. And most of that makes him not want to listen to rap music and think it's all just garbage for the most part. Because that's what you hear on the radio, and that's outside of, you know, the Eminems and the Drakes and the occasional Joyner Lucases of the world. For the most part, it's all Future, Young Thug, Gucci Mane,
No,
different guys
I
like
can
that.
appreciate all different types of music genres.
Yeah.
I mean, I may not be a
It's
fan of
into-
all of them.
Yeah, yeah.
But I can appreciate that there is talent in each of them.
Uh-huh.
And in this man's case, I mean, it sounds like to me he just needs to have, you know, the right person get a hold of it.
Yeah.
Like, you know, if the right guy was to get a hold of his stuff, they probably could see a lot of potential there.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and the guy, like I said, he has a really nice flow about his music, and his lyricism is good. You can understand his lyrics clearly. You know, you're not searching for like, what did he just say? You know, so I mean, amen to that. So I really think it was a good, definitely a nice song and good video.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I 100% agree. I'm glad that we were able to check out the music video and that we were able to listen to this song. It was a treat as always with Mr. K Lejind. And, you know, with that being said, I know I've said this before, but make sure you guys go check out his Instagram. It's right here at Lejindary, Lejind. Go give him a follow, show him some love, and help him get there because, you know, like we said, guys like this, they deserve to be rewarded for the effort that they're putting in because this is a pleasure to listen to, and it's not just, you know, the run-of-the-mill garbly goop that you're used to hearing. It's like, wow, okay, this is actually something that I could revisit and not be ashamed to say, oh yeah, I kind of like that stuff. This is actually stuff where you're like, yeah, I'm a fan of his, and here's why. You know, here's hypocrisy, and here's mainstream, and here's the juice. I mean, that's 3 for 3 for me. There's another one going on the playlist, and this one might be played probably as much, if not more, than the other two because I thought the beat and everything was great on this.
Yeah.
I mean, it was just it was perfect for, and it was perfect for not taking away from what he was saying too. It wasn't one of those ones where you're so focused on how crazy the beat was that you don't care what he's talking about. It was just a nice backdrop while he was, you know, while you were following along with what he was saying. So, thumbs up for sure. Go check him out. If you guys like this video, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe. Leave a comment if you have any other suggestions from K Lejind or any other artists you want us to check out. If you have any independent artists, such as somebody like a K Lejind that most people have never heard of, but they're pretty dope and you want us to check them out, send them our way because, you know, to be honest, I know we've said this before, and as a matter of fact, I believe it was actually in the K Lejind video. Me and Jake talked about the fact that, you know, a lot of the bigger bands and the bigger rappers and the bigger artists and stuff like that, truth is, we've heard a lot of stuff from them. Or at least I have, you know. Maybe not so much him on the rap side, but on the rap side, you know, the Eminems, the J. Coles, these guys of the world, I've heard most of their stuff. So, yeah, we can react to it and just talk about what they're saying, but it's not really true reactions unless it's a new song because their older stuff, I've heard all of it. For the most part. I mean, doesn't mean we can't still make enjoyable content, but I'm just saying, there's not too much that's going to come out from Drake or Eminem or somebody like that I haven't heard before, unless it's a brand new song, because I've been listening to these guys for years. So, anyways, thank you guys for watching this video. I'm Bryson.
I'm Steve.
See you guys in the next video.